mirror's kind when the lights stay low. It hides the years the heart still shows. You said love fades, but I disagree. It just changes the way it breathes in me. We planted dreams in a wild spring rain. Now I see roots where there once was flame. Time don't steal, it just rearranges, turns fire to warmth and chaos to changes. There's rust on the roses, dust on the vows, but I still remember the when and how. It don't shine like it used to do, but baby, it still feels true. The laughter's quiet, the fight's grown mild, but the touch still speaks like a faithful child. We don't promise, we just stay and love the silence in its own way. The petals fall, but the scent remains, soft as forgiveness, sweet as pain. And I'd rather grow old with this decay than bloom forever and fade away. There's rust on the roses, grace in the band, and love that don't break, it just learns to mend. If this is age, then let it be, 'cause time made peace out of you and me. Rust never killed the thing meant to stay. She don't speak loud, but the room turns slow. Silken perfume, tell what I don't wanna know. The same soft laugh, the same sweet hand. Now it's her turn to love my man. I don't cry, just breathe it in. The way a smile sits on his skin. There's a grace and pain when it's understood, and I never thought wrong A shadow dressed in red turned my world inside my head. I ain't bitter, I ain't blind, but love's a thief that don't mind. She leans close, whispers low, and he nods like I used to know. I could walk out, I could raise my voice, but mercy's quieter, that's my choice. The band keeps playing, the crowd stays kind, but the light don't fall the same this time. Sometimes losing feels like grace when you still see beauty in the face. A shadow dressed in red took my heart where I once fled. Let her have the song instead. She's a shadow dressed in red. One sip, one sigh, one goodbye, and I leave before the truth meets my eye. You open the door like you own the place. Wore a silver tongue and a God-forsaken face. Said, baby, I'm different, I'm the kind that stays. But I've danced with ghosts in sharper suits than his parade. He poured me sweet lies in a crystal glass and promised forever with a hand on my past. Oh, I've heard it before, that southern drawl. Gentleman talking with a backstreet brawl. It's to himself, keeps his love in a bottle on somebody else's shelf. Ain't no gentleman blues, just a snake in a tie, whispers like a prayer, but his kisses all lie. You can hold the door, pull out the chair, but it don't mean a damn if your heart ain't there. You dressed up your sin in patent shoes. before the lipstick on his collar told on his deceit. He played the piano but never knew the tune of loving a woman past the light of the moon. Now he's gone, and I'm glad he took his coat. Left nothing but silence in a whiskey-soaked note. Said, "You'll miss me, sugar." He might be right, but I'll be dancing with freedom by Saturday night. You can tip your hat, baby, but I see through that shine. A gentleman ain't a gentleman when he's crossing the line. Ain't no gentleman blues, just a tux on a lie. Treats a woman like jazz, then forgets how to try. You can light my smoke, say the things you rehearse, but I need a man with a soul, not a well-tailored curse. You fool the crowd with your polished moves, but sugar, I don't dance to no gentleman blues.
I prayed in the dark when the light fell gone, whispered my fears into a gospel song. The roof was leaking, my hands were cold, but the music kept me from letting go. I've knelt on concrete with blood in my shoe, sang through the hurt, 'cause it's all I knew. Life don't ask if you're ready to fall, it just drops the sky. I cursed the sky, I've kissed the flame, you found my soul in the sound of my name. Oh, bittersweet hallelujah, cry through the pain, wept through the rhythm, danced through the rain. A song for the broken, a prayer for the tough. Ain't always pretty, but it's holy enough. Bittersweet hallelujah, born and true. If grace had a color, it'd be midnight blue. I lost my way more than once or twice, but the melody held me like sacrifice. No robe, no crown, just tears and keys, and a hallelujah whispered on my knees. I lit candles
We sing 'cause we're still here in between.
Bittersweet hallelujah, from dust and smoke, rise was careless, the silence broke. We rose in pieces, stitched by song, still hurting, still holy, still holding on. Bittersweet hallelujah, rough but true,
A song for the fighter like me. You. Red dress, hair up high, spotlights warm and my heels don't lie. The piano man starts that old refrain and I smile like I ain't in no pain. 1, 2, 3, tap the floor, singing like there's love walking through the door. But there's lipstick on a glass, untouched gin and chairs where laughter used to live in. I'm swinging for nobody, scouting for ghosts, tapping my toes for the ones I miss most. The band don't mind, they play it smooth, but it's hard to find joy when your heart won't move. The room's dressed up like a Saturday scene, but it's all just glitter on a broken dream. Table for two, but it's me in the past, singing sweet, but this echo won't last. They clap polite, but they ain't really there, just perfume and shadows in the velvet air. But yeah, I fake it fine, step to the beat, sip cheap red wine. It's a hell of a thing to give your soul to an audience made of dust and cold. Still swinging for nobody, dressing like a star, holding tight to the sound of who we were. The notes keep falling, but they don't land right. I'm dancing with silence, night after night. So play it again, like it's 1953, and I'll keep swinging, even if it's only me. Shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo, just me and the moonlight harmony. Met him on a Tuesday, round 10:30. Said he was a poet, but he drank like 10 men. Had a voice like velvet, lies like lace. and jasmine on his collar, gin on his face. I knew his kind, no rhythm, no rhyme. Told me he'd call, still waiting on that line. Play the piano like he played hard sword. Left my heels in his hallway, never saw him no more. Gin and jasmine, night perfume, dancing too close in a too small room. Laugh like we meant it, kiss like a sin, but we both knew love don't live in gin. He said, baby, you shine like a neon prayer, but he left with my lipstick and never paid the fare. Slipped out the back with a smirk and a swing and a melody that don't mean a thing. Oh, I caught his tune and hummed along. Right notes, wrong man, same old song. Told myself never again, but sure is shame when the saxophone starts, I forget his name. You always fall for those jasmine girls, and you fall for the broke ones with shiny curls. Well, they smell like trouble in designer shoes, and taste like heartbreak and barroom blues. Gin and jasmine, hearts gone wild, chasing that danger with the grin of a child. Maybe we're fools, but we dive back in, 'cause we miss the burn of gin and jasmine.
Next time we order war,
Sure, honey.
and next time I'll marry the bartender.
And I wrote you a letter on Sunday night, said the things I never said right, folded it twice then once again, but I left it sleeping beneath my pen. I told you how your laugh still hums in the hallway light when evening comes, how the scent of your coat won't go away, and the words I forgot still beg me to stay. Letters never sent, stories untold, tied with ribbon worn in an old. They whisper your name in ink-stained sighs on pages that only know how to cry. I meant to send them, I truly did, but love like that I always hid. Da 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 da. the silence we dressed in gold, how we kissed like we weren't getting old. And the nights you left with more than your shoes took my voice, left me the blues. They say closure's just a folded page, but baby, my tears still miss the stage. Letters never sent, melodies lost. Not every goodbye can carry the cost. Some truths are too soft to be heard aloud, so I buried mine in paper and clouds. Still I trace your name, line by line, in letters I never had the spine to sign. Maybe next time I'll mail goodbye. Say goodbye, not even a breath, no creak of the floor, no whisper of death, just the sound of the clock and a room gone cold, and a kiss in the air that never got older. The chair still leans where you used to sit, and your laugh still hums in the quiet of it. I poured the coffee, I made the bed, but the loudest thing was what you never said. And oh, what the silence said. It filled the space like a hymn unsaid. It told the truth you tried to hide. In the hush between the nights you lied, you spoke the loudest when you left instead. And I still ache from what the silence said. Your shoes still wait by the old back door, but they don't carry your steps no more. You were a melody that didn't resolve, and I was the question you never solved. They say silence is golden, maybe that's true, but gold gets heavy when it's left with you. Oh, what the silence said. It sang and echoes inside my head. It wrote me poems I couldn't burn. It held me hostage at every turn. And though your lips are long since dead, I the silence said. Some words don't make a sound, but they never stop ringing. He said goodbye like he was whispering a song, soft on the lips, but the notes all felt wrong. Left his coat on the chair and his cologne in the air, and a silence that settled like dust everywhere. The record kept spinning, though the night had no end, and I danced with the ghost of a not quite lover, not quite friend. He played me a chorus with no verse to explain, just one lonely line in a lover's refrain. So I hum it slow when the lights get low, a tune for the moments we let go. No bridge, no key change, no sweet refrain, just the echo of leaving in the same old pain. And every time the melody fades, I still hear his name in the lover's refrain. The sunrise paint the curtains in gold, but the bed stayed cold and the teacup got old. All the words he forgot I kept in a drawer, like that line in his song that don't sing anymore. Some songs are written just to break, soft and quiet for memory's sake. And though he's gone, I still remain, tracing his voice in that quiet refrain. So I hum it slow when the world feels wide, like a secret I carry but never confide. No rhythm, no rhyme, just shadow and rain. Still I live in the silence of a lover's refrain. Just one line, again and again, that quiet goodbye in a lover's refrain. He wore a smile stitched with tins and sips. The band played soft and my heels hit slow, like every step already knew where it would go. He said, dance with me till the morning comes, but love like that always comes undone. He left perfume and promises by the door, and a trail of velvet on the floor, behind the glass. A kiss too deep, a night too fast. We gave it all, then begged for more, and woke alone with velvet on the floor. Keep his letters, don't recall his name, but I remember how the music never played the same. He danced like goodbye was already in his shoes, and I sang like I had nothing left to lose. Velvet on the floor, shadows in the light, a moment made for jazz and night. No names, no words, just that old decor, and two hearts left on velvet on the floor. I see you staring from across the room, thinking I forgot that kind of tune. But baby, I wrote the melody you're humming. Don't come around if your heart ain't coming. You left me crying, now I'm shining, dancing in my heels again. You thought I'd crumble, but look here, honey, the blues don't break this woman's skin, 'cause sugar don't burn like that. Fire can't hurt what's already black. You can call my name, but I ain't turning back, 'cause sugar, sugar don't burn like that. Oh, 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 yeah. I learned the game, now I play it slow. Whiskey in my veins, honey, in my soul. You were thunder, but I'm the storm. And baby, my love don't come lukewarm. You see this dress, this freedom stitch, paid in tears and late night wish. You thought I'd fade, but look at me now. I'm every scar turned gold somehow. Sugar don't burn like that. chase my goals, but I ain't looking back. 'Cause sugar, sugar don't burn like that. No, it don't. No, it don't. Sugar don't burn like that. You brought roses at midnight, jazz in your smile. Said the stars above would stay away, but charm don't keep the fire fed, and kisses fade like words unsaid. You trace my back like a favorite song, but all that shimmer don't last long. The wine wore off and so did we. Now the night just hums in minor key. Moonlight ain't enough when the heart feels cold. It don't mean love just 'cause it's cold. You can dress up the dark with all that shine, but you can't fake love with borrowed time. So don't whisper sweet when the night gets rough, 'cause baby, your hands new rhythm, your lips new lines, but I need it true, not rehearsed signs. You play the part, but I need it real, more than perfume and a well-timed meal. The stars go blind and we lost our way in a love that wasn't kind. Moonlight ain't enough, no matter how we try. It can't hold truth, it just paints the sky. We danced in silver, dreamed in dust, but what we had, it wasn't us. So take your silence, I'll keep my touch, 'cause baby, coffee cup cold, your shirt still clean. I walk these floors, they creak your name. Lord knows nothing here feels the same. 'Cause the house don't feel like home. Just a roof and walls of stone. I light the lamps, but I'm still alone. Baby, since you've been gone, the house don't feel like home. I keep your shoes by the back room door. Pretend you're walking like before. Your laughter used to fill these halls. Now all I hear are echoes call. I water the flowers you loved outside. I talk to your ghost just to pass the time. I pour one drink, then I pour two. It don't taste the same without you. The house don't feel like home. Just a roof and walls of stone. I pray for peace, but I still mourn. Baby, since you've been gone, the house don't feel like home. Oh, oh, this house don't feel like home. Could preach. Mama sold beauty out a one-room flat. Taught me lipstick, backbone, and how to talk back. Daddy played dice, but never played me. Left his last promise under a sycamore tree. But I learned quick how to stand in the storm, build my own fire, and kept it warm. Dance with struggle, kiss the rain. Whoa, broke shoes, but kept my name. Yeah, every street light, sang it back like hallelujah on a railroad track. Oh, Harlem knows my name. Baby, don't you see? It's written in jazz, carved in concrete. I ain't no ghost. Oh yeah, I ain't no shame. I'm a woman on fire, and Harlem knows my name. Oh, I poured my blues on a midnight stage. Turned heartbreak into gold with a voice full of rage. They clapped for the notes, but I sang for my soul. And the block stood still when I took control. I ain't made of lace, I'm made of brass. And every scar I got, baby, it's class. From Linux to the Apollo's flame, I walk like curtains dancing in a lonesome sky. Ain't no cause, just the sound of the fan spinning round like the thoughts of a man. He came by Friday with that same old smile, left his charm and his cologne for a while. Said he called me come Monday noon, but baby, Monday don't come too soon. So here I am with Sunday last a cigarette, burning down a memory I ain't ready to forget. He said love, but he made me. Now I'm blowing smoke like a crying lady. One more drag, one more regret, wrapped in Sunday's last cigarette. The organ hums like a preacher's sigh, and my heart don't ask, it just wonders why. Why every man walks through my door, loves my body, but wants something more. I ain't holy, but I prayed. I ain't broken, just betrayed. And I light this flame, not for the thrill, but just to prove I feel something still. Sunday's last cigarette, soft and low, watching ashes fall like the things I know, like his touch, his lies, the heat, the ache, and all the promises we pretend to make. It's just smoke and breath and no regret in the burn of Sunday's last cigarette. Sunday's last cigarette. He had a ticket and a crooked grin, caught my eye when the lights went dim. I wore pearls and a reckless smile. He tipped his hat, Lord, it'd been a while. We sat in row 5, seat A and B, right where the trumpet kissed that melody. He whispered jokes till I laughed too loud, and my heart kept beat with the sway of the crowd. I fell in love at the Apollo, baby, somewhere between the brass and that sweet sax solo. Didn't take much, just a touch and a glance, and the echo of a good jazz band. He never said forever, just let's dance maybe, but I fell in love at the Apollo, baby. He held my hand like a gentleman should, spilled his drink when the drums got good, said he'd seen Ella in '54, and I swear I'd seen him in dreams before. They say magic lives in spotlights and keys, and the night, darling, it found me with ease. We didn't kiss, but I still felt kissed. And that was worth the show. Hey. You left at noon with your ties still loose. Didn't even bother with an excuse. Took the record player and the wine, but baby, you forgot you were never mine. You kissed me cold like a half-spent smoke, then blamed the wind when the mirror broke. Said love ain't meant to be wrapped in gold, but I wrapped myself up before you got cold. So I cried in my mink, poured a drink, let the piano bleed while I watched it sing. Lipstick perfect, heart on the blink, but I still look good when I cried in my mink. You were jazz with no rhythm, smoke with no spark, a chorus that faded before it got dark. But I hit the high note, I took the stage, turned my heartbreak into center page. He said you're too much as he walked out slow, but baby, too much is the only way I go. You lost a woman, I lost dead weight. Now my tears fall into champagne. You cried, huh? Just enough for effect. You miss him, I miss the respect. And the man, oh please, he shrank in the same. But damn girl, didn't you cry? In my mink, yes I cried in my mink. Smoked my side to a string quartet and a glass run dry. Didn't chase, didn't beg, didn't even think. Just wiped my tears in velvet and ink. He left like a fool, and I stayed like a queen. We danced like strangers in a borrowed dream, spoken chords, not what we mean. You wore silence like a velvet coat, and I sank in words I never wrote. The night was smoke, the floor was flame. We never kissed, but took the blame. You touched my hand, then let it slide, and we pretended we never tried. Midnight velvet, soft and torn, wrapped around a love unborn. We were shadows pressed to glass, a song too fragile to ever last. And though the moon still knows our names, we faded out between the frames. And you look like a promise I couldn't keep, and you sang like sorrow that couldn't sleep. We poured forever in a crystal glass, and drank it fast, and let it pass, and let it pass. One night velvet, hush and sigh, hung in the air like a last goodbye. We danced in silence, sweet and slow,